Hello everyone, I wanted to share my Esper Control deck. It's been my favorite deck for a while. I stuffed it with my pet cards and it's just been so much fun to play with. Uh, yeah, everybody knows the commander. Uh, she's just generically good. I bought the precon. I feel dumb for spending $80 on that thing, but got it, Esper. What else can I say? This deck does not have a lot of creatures. I'll go through them first. Hadi Jin is pretty good for discounts. Your graveyard by middle of the game is going to be so stuffed with instant or sorceries that he's going to be a pretty good flying threat. Um, Baits out a lot of removal. Better than Commander. Uh, Psychic Frog. I just really like this card. I love the art. I love how much it does. Just an amazing card all around. Snapcaster Mage, another one of my pet cards. I started playing in Ravnica block, the Return to Ravnica, so I just saw this card in Standard. I never could afford it, but I just wanted to put it in my deck now. Skyclave Apparition, it's a pretty good removal, and whatever you exile with this card, uh, it's going to be way better than whatever illusion you give them. This is a card from a precon, the second commander. It's pretty good, and I like that it lets me pay more life so I can draw the card with Y'shtola. Tarland, another one of my nostalgic cards. I just put in here, it works pretty good. Creates Drakes, just chum blocks. Aetherlink, another card I used to see a lot in Standard during Return to Ravnica block, and I wanted to put it in here. It's not the best, and in more high power games I usually replace it with a counterbalance, but right now it's here because I just like this card more. Fandaniel, it's a really strong card. Again, it's from the was originally in the precon, but losing 2 life for every instant sorceries in our graveyard, and it's usually stuff with so many people would be losing 12 to 16 life on average. Enduring Tenacity, I like this card. I like that once it dies, it turns into enchantment, harder to remove, and it works pretty well with a commander. Silent Arbiter is, I find it a necessity because of not having so many creatures. It helps us balance the board with usually creature dominant decks. It usually gets removed very fast, but I like it. Bitter Blossom again creates chum blockers, um, and I pay life for those fairies, which works with Commander. Beautiful art, love it. Spellskite. Really like this card, and it really helps to protect the commander again, and paying 2 life instead of blue mana. Helps with her ability. Crawl Space and Norn Annex. I have these two because Crawl Space triggers 3 mana claws on the commander, and Norn's Annex I can pay 4 mana to lose 4 life to draw a card in the end of the turn as usual, and both of these cards just work the same as Silent Arbiter. They just prevent from our opponents attacking us, targeting us, because yeah, people hate with this deck. That's Bola Citadel, classic, amazing card. No need to explain anything. Reanimate, pretty good to just get commander back. I don't know. I always considered swapping it for something else, but at the same time, I love the card. I had it. I used it multiple times to get commander back on the battlefield. So yeah, I'm keeping it for now. Sensei's Divining Top, one of my pet cards forever and ever. I just absolutely love how annoying this card is. Works very well with counterbalance in higher power games, but this kind of stuff is so disgusting, and I only play it with people who enjoy that kind of stuff. Proteus stuff, staff, another one of my pet cards. It is so fun to just repeatedly remove stuff. It creates a sense of randomness. I usually like to either do it on 1/1 fairies I get from Bitter Blossom to get an actual creature from my deck and then rearrange stuff on the bottom, or do it to opponents' big creatures and then they get the mana dark out of it. Not always, but I absolutely love this card and recommend everybody to play it. Bribery, classic. I love this card. Triggers the commander. You steal somebody's creature. JGMS, my pet card. Just an absolutely gorgeous art. Not as good nowadays, but 4 mana triggers a non-creature clause, and I don't know. I just wanted to have it here. Fabricate, I usually use it to find Bola Citadel or Sensei's Divining Top. And Enlightened Tutor, same reason. Also can get Counterbalance and more disgusting games. Helm of the Gas Lord, just an amazing card. Works so well with Commander, and it rose in price so much once Y'shtola released, and I just found it in my bulk and I was like, yes. Curiosity does the same thing. Just draws cards. Risky Shortcut works well with the Commander. Gush, free draw, 2 life. Brainstorm, like Brain Surge, I guess. Amazing card. I really like it. It's beautiful old border foil from Modern Horizons 3, and it's like a Brainstorm kind of multiplied. I don't know, probably not the most optimal card, but again, I just enjoy playing it and it works with Counterbalance. So Treasure Cruise, 1 mana, draw 3 cards. Frantic Search, free trigger on the commander, take through time, classic. Factor Fiction, classic. These two, I use these 2 cards as graveyard tape. Ravenous Trap, I don't really see a lot of people playing it, but I think it's really good against graveyard decks because they would always have 3 or more cards put into their graveyard from anywhere. And Crypt Incursion is pretty good, especially in the games when people target you. You can get a lot of life that way, especially when you exile the graveyard for a more creature-based deck, and nobody expects it. I use Swan Song, Offer Again, Refuse, Cryptic Command, Render Silent, all these counter spells. Sink and Stupor, Negate. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much about it. Mostly a focus on countering non-creature spells that counter the commander. And yeah, Cryptic Command, I just like the art for it. It's probably not, again, not the most optimal card, but beautiful art and just an iconic card in general. Then these are all the removal. I run a lot of removal in this deck. I feel like it is necessary to kind of outweigh how little creatures this deck plays. Feed the Swarm works very well with the commander. Damn, just very good versatile spell. Lethal Scheme again works very well with the commander, and you can connive to discard draw in case your hand is not that good. Strike of Midnight, 3 mana, any non-land permanent, beautiful, generous gift, classic. Darksteel Mutation, I love this card. It's so horrible. You can just enchant somebody's commander and they just have a 0/1 indestructible. They can't do anything with. Amazing card. Recommend everyone. Anguished Unmaking, 3 mana, lose 3 life, then you pop a fetch. You got 4 life loss, you draw a card in the end of the turn. Swords to Plowshares, just a good card. Void Rend, 3 mana, amazing, beautiful Final Fantasy art. Withered Torment, pretty good. I don't know if that's the best card to play in this deck, but Snuff Out, love the future sideboarder. Neat card. Mortify, Rick and Morty. Force of Despair, I really like this card, cheating it out. Destroying all creatures that enter battlefield this turn, pretty good with token decks. If they pop off, you just exile some Lethal Scheme or something, play this. Retribution of the Meek. Love this card, beautiful art. Whiplash Trap, again, another trap. I just love these, and you know, nobody expects it, and it's so satisfying to pay 1 mana, trigger your commander, return 2 creatures in the owner's hands. Amazing. Toxic Deluge, just a generically good card. Brawl's Expertise, pretty good because you get 2 triggers of a commander, so you're guaranteed to draw a card in the end of the turn, and you know, do whatever the card says. Time Wipe, neat card, really like it. Return the commander in your hand, destroy everyone else, then you play commander next turn, do the rigmarole again. I only run 2 mana rocks in here, just 3 talismans and arcane signet. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of mana rocks. I just mostly need them to get my commander out earlier, or have 1 blue mana on hand for protection if I play my commander early. When it comes to lands, I play Detection Tower is very useful against hexproof creatures, especially with the amount of removal I run. Maze of Ith, really good control card. Baseju, I just really like this card. Kind of feel like I spent too much on it, but Mystic Sanctuary, like you can always get spell back or just play it in case you're in a pinch. Mistrise Village, one of the new Tarkir cards. Really like, again, it's just like Baseju, like makes your spells uncounterable, pretty useful. More depth. I don't know, I just like these kinds of effects. Lets you rearrange the top deck and, you know, counterbalance. And Hydroelectric Specimen, MDFC, that's pretty good for protecting commander. Most of the time I play this as a land, but you can always enchant the commander and get more life out if you want to. Yeah, these are all the non-basics. Beautiful. Yeah, I try to put all the best lands in here. I kind of try to, a little bit of a sweaty deck, but anyway, beautiful. A Reflecting Pull, pretty good for so many double mana costs, double pips in the mana cost. You just cover it with the Reflecting Pull. I play 3 fetches, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basics. Yep. I try to run more lands just because this deck draws so much that I can afford to, and I like to play my cards. And for lower power gains, I just usually replace Hirstoliv with Marieki Berit, and yeah, play it like that because it's another just generically decent Esper commander, and I just love the art, love those old cards. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Yeah, just let me know. Write some comments. I love to talk magic. Peace.